Sagap, Abaroy Quava.
Yibs.
Ziffle, Nabagifu Kimba.
Dibawis.
Ow!
Hi everybody, welcome back to episode 6 of Stuck in Strangerville. So where we left off at, she was here at her appointment. She was supposed to have a consultation done in order to get some upcoming plastic surgery before her wedding, and she got some news that they found something in her blood work and her results. So she has been informed from the doctor that she's pregnant, you guys, and she doesn't believe it. She does not believe it whatsoever. So she is going to go home and take a pregnancy test because she thinks they're out of it. They're like, no, like they're totally lying right now. I mean, you guys can already tell like how stressed out and freaking out she is right now. I don't think obviously this wasn't in the plans for her, but she is on birth control though. Christina is like high key freaking out right now, not even low key. So she is texting Jaden right now. It is late at night, but sometimes he does pop in his studio because he, like I mentioned before, he is a chef and he has his own studio where they do like cooking and, he has his own little show. So she's just texting him. She's like, hey babe, are you home? Like, just want to check in with you. I am leaving my doctor's appointment right now. And he's not home. So she's definitely going to go home and take a pregnancy test because she's like, I don't believe them. She's on birth control. And she thought she was doing all these things to not get pregnant. Obviously, they are woohooing, but she had no idea that this was going to happen. So she's kind of like, oh my God, what am I going to do right now? So let's go ahead and follow her home and we'll take a pregnancy test with her and just see what the results say. I mean, the doctor says that she is, but Christine wants some confirmation herself. She's like, I need to know if this is really true. She doesn't believe anyone but herself, really. She's so stubborn. We'll just have to wait and see what the results say. She's going to go ahead and go upstairs and go straight to the bathroom. She's like, I need to go ahead and take this test before Jaden gets home. All right, you guys, the moment of truth. The doctor already said she is, but Christine needs her own confirmation, because she's so stubborn. But this moment with her being so stressed, she's like, what am I going to do? And Christine is officially pregnant, you guys. And she's crying. She is not happy at all. Okay, so let's see what everything is saying right now. I'm like super curious. So the pop-up said there's going to be a new addition to this household, which most of you guys already do that. So a lot of you guys guessed right. So good job. Good job on guessing. Hoping I wasn't making it too obvious, but it's also kind of fun too to guess. But I do want to keep her pregnancy maybe like in the first trimester, not like showing yet. So let's go ahead and change that really quick. So I just want to say good job to all of you guys that guessed right. She does have a new moodlet. It does say hoping for the best from pregnancy. Christina's had a miscarriage before, and with this new pregnancy, the full memory of that ordeal is back in full force. Christina is afraid of it happening again. So she's afraid of that happening again, and she also doesn't want to have a child right now. So she definitely has a lot of like mixed feelings going on. Also, don't pay attention to the time, you guys. My game was being silly. It was taking a little while, the usual. So just ignore that. But yeah, it's really not as late like her getting home from the doctor. I mean, obviously if she had to go to like the emergency room or something like that, but like a general like appointment. Yeah, so just ignore that. But she's gonna come out here and eat something. I am gonna just go ahead and get rid of that moodlet because honestly though, I feel like she probably, she is tense right now. Like she's not like feeling flirty, and she's also not okay with being pregnant. So that's another thing too. I really wish these moods would stop being so silly. Like, girl, like you're not happy right now. You're tense because you just found out you're pregnant and you still have a husband and you also have a boyfriend and now you're engaged. So yeah, Christine is just a hot mess. I think Jaden is probably home now. Yeah, looks like he is asleep. So she needs to tell him. What do you guys think she's going to do? Like, I still haven't figured that out yet. Like, is she just gonna wait to tell him until she's like showing, or like, what is she going to do? So, I don't really know, you guys. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm sure we'll figure that out in the episode. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm lost of what to do. I'm like, should I like go ahead and like have her tell him, or should we like wait till she's like showing to tell him? I also feel like he would probably be excited about that, and she kind of would like get her way more. I mean, although she gets her way and like everything, you know, that he does, but or that, you know, what she wants, like she gets her way with everything that she wants. Like he like spoils her, so it's like, you know what I mean? But I also think if like she wants to lock him down like even more, she could like tell him, like, I guess maybe in Christine's mind she's like, well, she doesn't really know, like she knows that he's like super head over heels for her, but then at the same time too it's like, okay, you know, like maybe I could like tell him that and then he definitely wouldn't want to leave me, you know, if I don't know if he found out about what's really going on. But I'm sure she'd probably like tell some story of Jaden about Nick and be like, oh yeah, he was, you know, a bad husband and I was in a situation where I had to leave, like something like that. I could see her doing that for sure. I don't know, you guys, I'm confused. I don't know, I don't really know what to do. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll figure it out by the end of the episode, but we need to go to an appointment though. We definitely need to do that. So I think when she gets up in the morning, we're gonna have her go to her first doctor's appointment. She is gonna go ahead and call her OB and try to schedule an appointment for the morning. It is 5:30, but she can like leave a voicemail if they're closed. But we need to do a pregnancy checkup. Let's go ahead and go. And just her. Well, it is super early in the morning, but Christine did not want to wait, so she got the very first appointment that she could get to come in here. So here she is, and she's getting a pap smear. Christine is getting some testing done, and she just want to make sure that her and the baby and everything else like that looks good. Now she's done with her pap smear, and now it's time for Christine to actually have an ultrasound. So her and her nurse are going to head into the next room and get her ultrasound done. Her nurse is just like, well, Christine, we told you that you were pregnant, you know. She's like, I don't know why you didn't think so. And Christine's just telling her nurse, she's like, I'm on birth control. She's like, there's no way that I was pregnant, like, you know, I have all of that going on, so this wouldn't happen. And she's like, look, Christine, you are, I promise. You took the test, we took the blood work. Christine's just like, what? And right now, Christine's face, I feel like just really honestly shows it all. Like, she's pregnant, you know, and she can't hide it anymore. She is so shocked. She's like, I don't know what to do right now. Like, Christine is just grabbing a cup of water really quick. She needs a minute to kind of just calm down. Christine is honestly freaking out right now. She's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to tell Jaden? You know, she's trying to figure out how she's going to handle this. Christine is so stressed out right now. She is freaking out inside her head. She's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to tell Jaden? Like, she had no idea this was going to happen. This was not her intentions. Like, she wanted to get married to him. She knew that he wanted to have a family, but I don't think she realized, like, how quickly everything was going to progress. And, like, you know, accidents happen. Things like this happen, but, like, this was not her plan. And now that it's here in front of her face, she's going to have to figure out how to deal with it. So she just got this moodlet that I want to read to you guys. It says, unwanted baby. Seeing the image of her baby on the ultrasound scan is leaving Christine feeling overwhelmed, confused, and uncertain about what to do. Part of her feels guilty and ashamed for not wanting children. It's important that Christine takes the time to process her emotions, consider all of her options. After all, her decision will impact her life. She must take care of herself and her emotional well-being in order to navigate this difficult decision. So, she knows that Jaden wants kids, but I don't think that she wanted to. Obviously she doesn't want to have any more kids, but I think in her mind she was like gonna try and persuade him not to have kids, or like, I don't know. I think in her mind she thought that was gonna happen like later on down the road, and that's not something she needed to worry about at this moment. Like, she just, you know, one thing at a time, like get married and then, you know, keep this man. But yeah, it's happening before she realized it was gonna happen. So, and it's really bad too, because she's also still married, you guys. She's engaged to a man while she is still a married woman and is having a baby from another man. So she's basically having her boyfriend's, so this married woman is having her boyfriend's baby. This is so, so bad, you guys. It is incredibly bad. I think what Christine needs to do is, I think she's going to tell Jaden, because I think in her mind she's thinking, what happens if he finds out, or like what happens, you know, later down the road and something comes up, you know, like she feels like she needs to tell him, and, you know, maybe it'll actually make him happier, and maybe he'll want to actually stick around if like things go south, or, you know, like her crazy plan with Nick, you know, blows up in her face. So at least like she'll have like a child tied to him, you know what I mean? So I think she's just like kind of freaking out, and that's what she's thinking right now. So she is gonna head home and talk to him. It is Friday morning, but he should be home. He's not going into the studio today, so she is going to head home and she's going to talk to him. Christina's super nervous to talk to Jaden. Like, he's swimming in the pool, you know, he's having such a good day. He's in a great mood, but she's like, I know I need to talk to him. And she is so nervous to do so, but you know what? It has to get done. So she's going to sit down and she's going to call him over. She's going to be like, babe, can you come sit with me for a minute? So he's going to come over here and just sit with her. So Christine is telling him that she is pregnant and he's crying. He is so excited. He's like, what? Are you kidding me? He's like, I had no idea. He's like, I'm here for you, babe. Like, don't worry. And Christine's just asking me, she's like, you know, do you want kids? Like, do you definitely want to have a baby? She's like, we're not married yet. I know, like, having things in order was really important for you. And Jaden's like, babe, of course I want to have kids with you. He's like, I don't care about the traditional order. Like, if they come first or if they come later. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I love you. Like, I want to be with you no matter what. He's like, it's going to be okay. Like, you know, we can have the wedding sooner or later, whatever you want to do. And Christine's like, I love that idea, babe, but let's definitely think about it. Jaden's like, whatever you want to do. He's like, you know, I just want to spend the rest of my life with you. So Christine is going to talk to Jaden and she's going to discuss with him potentially terminating the pregnancy and just see what he says. You know, and I think ultimately though, she's going to tell him, you know, like, maybe right now isn't the best time, and that's kind of like her reasoning behind that. I think it's really important for her too to like see what he says, just to kind of see how serious he is about this relationship. So she's going to discuss possibly ending her pregnancy, and he does want to have children, so let's just see what he says. So his face, so Jaden is really upset right now. I don't feel like he would really react like this strongly, but again, it is The Sims, so this is kind of like the reaction that we're getting right now, but I don't think he would be that extreme. I think he would just obviously be like, you know, Christine, like, why would you want to do that? That makes me really sad. But let's just see what his moodlet says. So his moodlet says, I can't believe it. Jaden's partner just put on the table the idea of ending this pregnancy. Jaden is shocked and distraught. He is so happy about this upcoming birth, and to know his partner does not want his child is so hurtful. So just remember too, they just got engaged like recently. Let's see what her moodlet says. It says, unwanted child. Christine did not expect to have a child and is really not sure that she wants it at all, but it is happening. What should she do? Oh my god. So I feel like his face is like, oh yeah, I just think that Jaden is like super disappointed by her reaction. It's just kind of like, why would she want to, you know, end their pregnancy? And I do think though, like, if she just explains herself to him, like, we obviously know why, because she doesn't want to go like that far deep into things yet, because, you know, I'm sure she actually wants to be divorced before all this happens. But I think she's just going to have a deep conversation with him. Jaden just looks so sad right now. I really hate that for him. He just looks so pitiful. Yeah, she's just gonna explain to him and just, you know, be like, you know, I just really wanted to be married first before we had a baby. And, you know, he's like, well, babe, you know, it's okay. Like, he walked away, but I'm just gonna ignore that. But I think he's just gonna basically tell her, you know, before he did walk away, that, you know, he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care, you know, if they're married or anything. Like, he wants to have a big family. He wants to settle down with her. He's like, Christine is the love of his life. And so if things went a little bit faster for them, he doesn't care. He's super excited and thrilled, but she's not. And I feel like maybe through time, he might put two and two together. I have no idea. I don't know if we'll get that far, but I definitely feel like right now he is just, you know, he believes everything she says. So he's like, okay, you know, she's just concerned because, you know, she wants to be married first before we have a baby, all that kind of thing. But, you know, reality is that, you know, she was expecting to be divorced from her husband before everything kind of moved this far. So, yeah, he has no idea the real Christine. He has absolutely no idea. And it is so crazy to me still. So ultimately, I do think this is probably like their first like true real fight. And it's probably like their very first, you know, disagreement on really anything besides, you know, her in that commercial. It's just like truly their first real kind of blowout argument. Like, he's like, what the hell is wrong with her? You know, and like, look, he's like upset just going to bed. He's like, well, I'm gonna go take a nap. I think right now though, like, Jaden is probably telling Christine, you know, probably just told Christine like, well, you know what, I'm gonna take a nap, and then when I get up we can talk about things, but just know it's gonna be okay, and it's not the end of the world if we have a baby first, or if you're pregnant while, at our wedding or something. He's like, it's not a big deal. He's like, I know that you wanted to have a fancy dress and everything, but it's okay. At this point, though, Christine is going to have to
Oh,
face life head
hell no.
on. Like, she is definitely going through a lot of life changes, a lot of like really big things in her life right now, and she's gonna have to face the music eventually. She really will. We're back with Junie and Nick now. She is feeling very frustrated with her mom being gone and leaving her and Nick. And at this point right now, she is just like, she's over it. Like, she really is. Junie is just super irritated right now. Her dad is really depressed again. So where we left off in the last episode, it was Nick's birthday, and Junie is just really disappointed right now. She is feeling really like low because if we come over here, Nick is in a depressive state again. He is not doing very well. He is drinking a lot again. He didn't go to his recent therapy appointments, and he is just sleeping a lot, eating. He is going to work, but he is just not doing what he should be doing. So he is not in the best of spirits right now, and it's just really unfortunate because he was actually doing a lot better there lately, and he was making some progress. At least that's what Junie had thought. And yeah, Junie's just, she's ticked off. She's mad at her mom because she left them, and obviously like her dad's going through a lot too, but so is Junie. Like, Junie is having to like take care of not only herself but her dad that has alcohol issues right now. He's coping with drinking, and she's having one of those days where she loves her dad more than anything, but she's frustrated, and you can see it. It's like written all over her face. Like, she's trying to take care of herself, take care of her dad, and hoping that he doesn't lose his sanity. I mean, it's really hard. They're going through a lot, and they're like in this house where they have these memories with Christine, and I think in the next episode, hopefully I'll have this house repaired up a little bit because they can't move into the base housing that they were wanting to do. And Junie was actually kind of disappointed with her dad when she found out that he missed out on the opportunity because he was drinking, and he missed out on the call from his friend Pedro. His friend Romeo. So what I'm probably gonna do is have a like little behind the scenes video for you guys, how I normally do, and I'm gonna renovate this home and try to make it a little bit more up to par of how Junie and Nick probably would like to have it. So if you guys would like to watch that, it's gonna be like another low-key build video. So if you're in the mood to watch something like that, definitely keep a lookout for it. I will be sharing that soon on the channel. This is normally a hookah station. This is for her dad. It's a hookah station because he doesn't obviously smoke weed because he's in the military. He can't be doing all that. But she has been so stressed out lately trying to keep her and her dad afloat, and just everything going on with their life, and working so much extra here lately with trying to pick up extra shifts because they do want to do renovations. And yeah, I mean, they're just trying to stay afloat. So she is she's been picking up some bad habits here lately, guys, and I hate to say it, but it's just helping her, release some stress. So hopefully it just sticks to that and nothing else kind of happens. But she's gonna, oh yeah, we're not gonna invite him to unwind. He doesn't need to know about this. He doesn't know that she's been doing this. So she is going to just relax a little bit, enjoy her lady plant. And junie I think she's gonna clean up this laundry a little bit. Y'all, she is lit. Look at her. Feeling lit. Junie, oh my god, girl. She's had too much. Alright guys, well, I am gonna go ahead and end the episode here. I know this episode might be a little bit shorter, at least I think so. I haven't edited yet, so I have no idea how long this episode's gonna be, but I think the next episode things are gonna pick up with the Strangerville storyline again. Nick is going to get into that, and then we're gonna have some more drama with, of course, obviously with Christine and her whole storyline, and maybe in the next like couple episodes Junie will pick up with her band as well. But definitely let me know what you guys are thinking in regards to story. I definitely am like loosely like figuring out what I'm gonna do. I have like it at least up until this episode I have written out, so I don't even have the next episode written out yet. But I have like a general idea what I want to do. But I haven't gotten that far yet. So let me know what you guys like, if you guys have any ideas, any thoughts, any feelings. So I definitely want to explore Christine's pregnancy in the next episode, and I have a few ideas as well for Jaden too, and kind of to add more of the messiness and drama. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, definitely make sure your notifications are always turned on so you don't miss an episode from me. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next episode.